Edgar Lungu, Zambia's sixth president, was a towering figure in the nation's political landscape, serving from 2015 to 2021. His life, marked by humble beginnings, a legal career, and a rapid rise to the presidency, left an indelible mark on Zambia. Tragically, Lungu passed away on June 5, 2025, at the age of 68, sparking tributes across Africa and beyond. This biography delves into his cause of death, personal details, religion, net worth, lifestyle, and the legacy he left behind, offering a comprehensive look at a man who shaped Zambia's modern history. Edgar Lungu was born on November 11, 1956, at Ndola Central Hospital in Ndola, Northern Rhodesia, now Zambia. His real name, Edgar Lungu, reflects his Zambian heritage, with Chagwa meaning one who is swift, in some local dialects, a fitting moniker for his dynamic political career. Raised in a modest family, Lungu's early life was grounded in the values of hard work and perseverance, which he often cited as shaping his character. He described himself as an ordinary Zambian of humble beginnings, a narrative that resonated with many Zambians during his political campaigns. Lungu pursued higher education at the University of Zambia, earning a Bachelor of Laws, LL.B. degree in 1981. His academic journey laid the foundation for his legal career, though he faced challenges later, including a suspension of his law practicing license in 2010 by the Law Association of Zambia for professional misconduct. Despite this setback, Lungu's ambition drove him to diversify his skills, undergoing military officer training at Miltes in Kabwe under the Zambia National Service, ZINCS. This blend of legal and military experience set the stage for his multifaceted career. Lungu's political journey began in the late 1990s when he joined the United Party for National Development, UPND, under Anderson Massacre. He later switched to the Patriotic Front, PF, founded by Michael Sata, in 2001. His early political attempts were modest. He ran as an independent candidate in the 1996 Chiwama constituency election, finishing behind the winner, and again as a PF candidate in 2001, securing only 2.43% of the vote. However, his persistence paid off after the PF's victory in the 2011 general election, when he was appointed junior minister in the vice president's office. Lungu's rapid ascent within the PF saw him appointed Minister of Home Affairs in 2012, Minister of Defense in 2013, and Minister of Justice in 2014. He also served as PF Secretary General, showcasing his organizational skills. When President Michael Sata fell ill in 2013, Lungu acted as president during Sata's absences, gaining national prominence. Following Sata's death in October 2014, Lungu was chosen as the PF's candidate for the January 2015 presidential by-election. He narrowly defeated opposition leader Hakainde Hichilema, taking office on January 25, 2015. In 2016, Lungu won a full 5-year term, again defeating Hichilema in a closely contested election. His presidency was marked by ambitious infrastructure projects, constitutional reforms, and the appointment of Zambia's first female vice president, Anonge Wina. However, his tenure faced criticism for economic challenges, rising national debt, and allegations of eroding press freedoms and human rights. Lungu's presidency, 2015 to 2021, was a period of significant transformation and controversy. His administration prioritized infrastructure development, including roads and public facilities, but these projects contributed to Zambia's ballooning debt, drawing scrutiny from economists and opposition leaders. The Zambian kwacha's value plummeted, exacerbating economic turbulence, and unemployment remained a pressing issue. Lungu's government was also criticized for using emergency powers to quell unrest, raising concerns about democratic freedoms. One of Lungu's notable actions was commuting the death sentences of 332 prisoners to life imprisonment in July 2015, citing humanitarian concerns about prison overcrowding. He also declared October 18 as a national day of prayer, fasting, repentance, and reconciliation, reflecting his deep religious convictions. This move, while unifying for some, sparked debate about the role of religion in governance. Lungu denied restricting press freedom, though journalists reported challenges under his administration. In 2021, Lungu lost the presidential election to Hakainde Hichilema by a significant margin, conceding defeat and stepping down peacefully, a testament to Zambia's democratic tradition. After briefly retiring from politics, he returned in 2023, leading the opposition Tonse Alliance and expressing ambitions for the 2026 elections. However, in December 2024, Zambia's Constitutional Court ruled him ineligible to run again, citing the two-term limit, effectively ending his political comeback. Edgar Lungu passed away on June 5, 2025, at the age of 68, at Mediclinic Medforum in Pretoria, South Africa. According to reports, he suffered a cardiac arrest caused by complications during surgery. Lungu had a history of health issues, notably recurring achalasia, a condition involving the narrowing of the esophagus, for which he had previously undergone surgery in South Africa in 2015. He collapsed publicly in 2015 during an International Women's Day speech and again in 2021 during a national defense event, though officials downplayed the latter incident. His daughter, Tassila Lungu Mwansa, confirmed his passing in a video, stating he had been under medical supervision for an undisclosed illness in recent weeks, managed with dignity and privacy. Speculation on social media, including posts on X, suggested that Lungu faced restrictions on traveling for medical treatment, with some alleging government interference. However, these claims remain unverified, and the Zambian government stated he was free to exercise his rights. The official cause of death, as reported, was linked to surgical complications, not political motives. At the time of his death, Edgar Lungu was 68 years old, born on November 11, 1956. He was a devout Baptist, and his faith played a significant role in his personal and political life. His establishment of the National Day of Prayer underscored his belief in the power of faith to unite the nation. Lungu married Esther Lungu in 1986, and their marriage, described as strong and stable, produced 6 children, including Tassila Lungu Mwansa, a councillor in Chiwama constituency and a prominent figure in announcing her father's passing. The family's Baptist faith guided their values, with Lungu often emphasizing love, humility, and prayer, as noted by Zimbabwean businessman Wicknell Chivayo in a tribute. Lungu's family faced public scrutiny, notably in 2023 when police searched their residence over allegations of suspicious vehicle and property ownership. Despite such challenges, Lungu maintained a public image of resilience and familial unity. His daughter Tassila's active role in politics and her leadership in announcing his death highlighted the family's continued influence in Zambian society. Edgar Lungu's net worth was estimated to be between $2 million and $3 million, approximately K46 million in Zambian kwacha, at the time of his death, primarily derived from his political career and earlier legal practice. As president, he reportedly reduced his monthly salary by 50% in 2016 as part of austerity measures, reflecting his commitment to addressing Zambia's economic challenges. His lifestyle was relatively modest compared to other African leaders, shaped by his humble origins and Baptist values. Lungu did not display ostentatious wealth, focusing instead on his political and familial responsibilities. His home in Lusaka and his family's modest public presence contrasted with the lavish lifestyles of some contemporaries. However, allegations of corruption during his presidency, particularly related to infrastructure contracts, clouded perceptions of his financial dealings, though no definitive evidence was publicized. Edgar Lungu's legacy is a complex tapestry of achievements and controversies. His supporters, including African leaders like Kenyan President William Ruto and former President Uhuru Kenyatta, praised him as a visionary leader who served with humility and passion. His contributions to Zambia's infrastructure, constitutional reforms, and the appointment of the first female vice president were significant milestones. Critics, however, pointed to economic mismanagement, rising debt, and concerns over democratic freedoms as blemishes on his record. After his death, tributes poured in from across Africa. Zimbabwean businessman Wicknell Chivayo described Lungu as a fearless preacher of peace and a mentor who advocated for young African entrepreneurs. Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema, despite their rivalry, called for unity in honoring Lungu's service. The Patriotic Front and Lungu's family emphasized his commitment to the credo of One Zambia, One Nation, a guiding principle of his presidency. Lungu's death prompted debates about Zambia's healthcare system, with some ex-posts questioning why he needed treatment abroad, reflecting broader concerns about medical infrastructure. His family's decision to repatriate his remains privately, citing mistrust of the government, underscored lingering political tensions. Edgar Lungu's life was a journey from humble beginnings to the pinnacle of Zambian leadership. His presidency, marked by bold initiatives and significant challenges, shaped the nation's trajectory. His death on June 5, 2025, at 68, due to cardiac arrest during surgery, closed a chapter in Zambia's history but opened a space for reflection on his legacy. As a devout Baptist, dedicated family man, and polarizing politician, Lungu's story resonates with lessons of resilience, faith, and service. His family, led by daughter Tassila, continues to honor his vision of a united Zambia, ensuring his influence endures.